Shalom, Mashpuka. This is a cleansed land for a cleansed people. You see on the screen here, this is America's immorality. In America's immorality, we know it's down the drain. You see on the screen here, America is drowning in a sea of immorality, and it becomes normal. This immorality, it becomes normal. We understand the wickedness of Babylon, her wickedness. This is why he told us to come out of her. You see on ChristianPost.com, it says getting comfortable with immorality. The people in America, they're not getting comfortable. They are comfortable with the morality that's in America. And this list goes on and on with immorality, immoral acts, things that's against the Most High's Torah, things that we should not be partaking in, things that cause us to walk contrary to the Most High, things that will make us his enemy. Like this, we see this is gay pride parades all across the country. Look at this, and we don't understand how he wiped out cities because of this. And once again, we have immorality. They hold these rallies across the cities across America over and over again and have been doing this for some time now. This is immorality. What else we have? We understand that the enemy is running things. The enemy is running things in the world, and especially in Babylon. The enemy has his hands all over. So this is devil worship here we're looking at. We have people all across America. This is something that they partake in, devil worshiping. And this is going on all around you. If you in America, make sure you understand this mess is going on all around you. And just because you're not in their home, just because you're not around them, they are in the land. And when they are in the land, this caused the land to be defiled, polluted. Here's devil worshipers. Once again, the devil worshipers. They're doing their demonic rituals all across the land. People killing because the devil told them to do it. Here we have people being offered up, people sacrificed, killed for the enemy. They are the workers of the enemy. And these workers, again, they are enemies to the Most High. And this mess been going on for years and years and years. All right, look at this. This is the total deaths in U.S. mass shooting from 1982 to 2007. Look how this chart, it starts out here and then it's off the chart where we at now. This is off the chart here. Murders, mass murders, shootings. This is immorality, and this defiles the land. The land is defiled, and our people don't understand how defiled the land is. And when the land is defiled and you're in it, you can't be qadash in the land. You are not qadash. You are defiled with the defiled. And this is why you can't be in her. It's impossible to be in her and not partake of her iniquities. This is how you partake of her iniquities. You be around her. We're going to see from the scriptures how we are to separate. We should separate from this. And this is what the righteous are doing today, separating from immorality. All right, let's go to the land here. The times of Israel, over 200, this is 2018, over 250,000 revelers, you can call them rebels, flood Tel Aviv for Israel's biggest ever gay pride parade. So they had the largest ever. This means this thing is growing. Next year, if the Most High don't cut it off, they're going to be bigger next year. It's growing. It says Israeli and visitors celebrate freedom. They call this freedom and tolerance at the 20th annual event. Make sure you understand. We don't keep up with this mess. And here are people who are teaching all kind of, I don't know, the Babylon teachers, there's something about these Babylon teachers. They're stuck and don't even see it. They're stuck. They can't move. They're sinking in sand. And the Most High is not using these people. He was, but they refuse to listen. So when you refuse to listen to the Most High, He will let you go. This is the 20th annual. They've been doing this for 20 years. And our people, this is nothing. You know, this is nothing. Again, we used to this mess. They've been doing this for 20 years. It's a self-styled most gay-friendly city in the world. They're calling this the most gayest city in the world. Here we see wickedness in the land of Yasharal. Wickedness going on in the land of Yasharal. And right now, the world is polluted. Babylon is polluted. Babylon in this land of Yasharal, the most polluted right now. Because why? Two people, we read in the prophets, where he said these two nations and these two countries will be ours, will be mine. That's how we know this is the land, because Edom said this will be mine. And we see how they moved his landmarks, and they made the land smaller than what it is. But here they go. 250,000 people. 20 years they've been doing this. All right, let's go to the scripture here. Jeremiah 3:1. They say, now we're talking about all this mess. Watch what the scriptures call something, calling the land polluted. They say if a man divorces his wife, watch this, and I brought this out before. If he divorces his wife and she goes from him and become another man's, so she's remarried. She's married another man. She's remarried. May he, the ex-husband, return to her again? Would not that land be greatly polluted? So we see if a man divorces his wife and she marries another and he tries to get back with her, the land is greatly polluted. And the crap I just showed you, what it's talking about here is nothing compared to what's going on today. It's a whole different level of land being polluted. It's on a larger scale. But I'm showing you what the scripture calls greatly, land being greatly polluted. Just because a man divorces his wife, she remarries, and he goes back into her, that pollutes the land. All the wickedness I just showed you, all the murders, all the lesbian, homosexuality, all the transgender, all of this mess is caused the land to be greatly polluted. He says, but you have plagued the harlot with many lovers, yet return to me, says Yahuwah. And of course, the people did the same thing to the Most High. Isaiah 52:11. That's why the Most High told us. Here's another scripture. People don't believe that we shouldn't depart, come out of her. Here's another scripture. And when the Most High said depart and come out, he's not talking spiritually. Our people still don't get it. He is not talking spiritually. Here's another verse. We can go on and on. The Most High said it so many times. There are precepts after precepts. Depart. Depart. Why do you think he told us to depart from that wicked land and these other wicked lands we were scattered to? Depart. Depart. Go out from her. You see? Go out. Come out. Go out. And watch what he says. Touch no unclean thing. Everything in there is unclean. Touch no unclean thing. Now I have to make a point here. And it goes on to say, come out the midst of her. We know this is Babylon. He's telling us to come out the midst of her, be clean. He's telling us to be clean. When you come out, this is how you be clean. Now the point I have to bring out, our people, many of us, because of a camp. We're concerned about being immersed in water before we come out. But you can see the scripture is saying that's not what the scripture is saying. He didn't say be baptized and come out, or be submerged and come out. He said depart, go out from her. We need to learn to listen and do what he says and not add to. When you say we have to be submerged in water, when you say we have to be baptized in water before we come out, you're adding to his word. And we should not do that. This is what happens. The water is polluted. I went over this, baptized in Babylon. The Most High brought this out. For the new ones that haven't seen it, you have to watch it. Baptized in Babylon. You go down in that wicked, dirty, filthy, polluted, abominable water. You go down dirty, you come up dirty. You're still unclean. So what good is it? And I'm going to show you. What good is it to come out of her, baptized, submerged in water, immersed in water, and you're still polluted? You are polluted. And the other video I did, completely clean. I showed you how we become completely clean. So it says, go out from the midst of her, be clean. When you go out from the midst of her, you on your way of being clean. You who bear the vessels of Yahuwah. All right, here it is. Here's the question. Here is what your camps won't bring out to you. Of course, the camp that don't believe we should come out, and those wicked teachers that don't believe we should come out. Anybody teaching that, they are teaching against the prophets. They are teaching against scripture when he's told us what to do. Job 14:4 says, who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? He asked the question and he answered, no one. They won't bring this out. So you get immersed in water in Babylon. It's unclean. You're not coming out clean. How is it? Why are we baptizing? Why are we immersing people in water? I see our people putting up video being immersed in Babylon. And it's like the message, that message would go over most people's head. And of course, the teachers know this. They're just playing their role. These teachers playing their role and they're getting paid. They're doing what basically what the Christian pastors are doing. They're making money. It's a business to them. At the end of the day, they don't love you. They don't love me. They love your money. They love our money. When you start looking at this thing the way the Most High see this thing, then you will begin to understand. And I have to answer questions from new people about where can I go? I'm in Babylon. Where can I go for a congregation? Where can I go to congregate with our people? It's normal for us to want to be around like-minded people, to want to congregate amongst those that believe what we believe. But that's not what the Most High said. He didn't tell us to do this. And once again, we're in the days of Noah. Who was it? Who was with Noah? It was Noah and his family. Right now, it's us and our families until this journey trip into the wilderness. But until then, it's us and our families. But Job is asking the questions, who can bring unclean thing out? Who can bring something clean out of unclean? No one. So when you go down in the water dirty, you come up out of the water dirty. Amos 7:17. Therefore thus says Yahuwah, your wife shall be a harlot in the city. Your sons and daughters shall fall by the sword. We was told, your land shall be divided by survey line, and you shall die in a defiled land. Our people, I told you, they're waiting on the Most High. No, they're waiting on Yaakov's trouble. And they will die in a defiled land. Some of these teachers, they will be rich when they die. Nice, beautiful homes. But they're going to die in a defiled land. And anyone following them, they will meet the same fate that their leaders, that's coming to their leaders. And Yasharal shall surely be led away captive from his own land. So we know that this is what happened. This is the fall. This is what Yahusha said that was coming to the people.